Welcome to the WTR Healthcare Happenings podcast. I'm your host, Tim Gerdeman, Vice Chair and Co-founder and Chief Marketing Officer of Water Tower Research. In today's podcast episode, I'm being joined by Dr. Lior Shaltiel, CEO of NurExone Biologic, OTCQB ticker symbol NRXBF, and TSX Venture Exchange ticker symbol NRX. Also joining is my Water Tower Equity Research colleague, Robert Sassoon. NurExone Biologic is a biopharma company focused on developing regenerative exosoame-based therapies for central nervous system injuries. Its lead product, XOP10, has demonstrated strong preclinical data supporting clinical potential in treating acute spinal cord and optic nerve injury, both multi-billion-dollar markets. Welcome to the podcast, gentlemen.
Hi, team. Hi, Robert. Nice being
How you
here.
doing? Great. Great to be here.
So, Lior, it's great to have you back on the podcast. Before I hand it over to Robert for a few questions, it would be great to hear your perspective regarding NurExone and why biotech still matters in today's AI-focused investment world.
I think to say very clear, biotech is part of us. We are talking about health, people health, and we want to make sure that our society that we living healthy and for a longer time. And what NurExone brings to the table is a new technology that deals with how to treat damaged nerves in the central nerve system. It doesn't matter if it will be spinal cord injury or optic nerve damage, different indications showing the same mechanism of actions. And for that, we're using a very tiny vesicles called exosomes loaded with siRNA. And those two elements combinedly or synergistically show an effect, and efficacy in different models. And we will cover it on this podcast.
Excellent. Thanks for that overview, and I'll turn it over to you, Robert.
Thanks, Tim. Leo, great to see you again. So, Leo, how would you best characterize NurExone in one sentence and then unpack that for us?
I will try. So we are a company based on technology coming out from two universities in Israel, the Technion and Tel Aviv University, and we are developing a small vesicles called exosome loaded with siRNA, which is our lead product called XOP10. And this product is specifically aimed to regenerate neurons in the CNS. We hold orphan drug designation in FDA and Europe, and we are aiming to start clinical trials in the next year. So that's our product, and this is where we go to, and we have a lot of things to discuss today. What is so unique about it? What is the added value for the investors? We will cover it today.
Okay, so can you actually explain to us what XOP10 is and how this one product can give you multiple high-value targets?
Sure. So XOP10 combine of two elements. The exosomes, those are the tiny vesicles in a nano scale vesicles secreted from cells. Those are very unique vesicles that each of us has in our body. And those vesicles are aimed to communicate between cell to cell. We are using it for our benefits in order to target specifically the area of the injury. Where you have injury, you have inflammation, and those vesicles are going to this injury, reduce the inflammation and promote regeneration. And just to help nature a bit more, we add the siRNA inside. This special siRNA target a certain protein called P10. This is why the name XOP10. And when you downregulate this protein, you promote proliferation. So you have a synergistic effect from the exosomes and from the siRNA. And by that, you are actually crossing the threshold to see functional recovery.
Great. So what is the strongest proof you have today, and what is the next proof you must earn?
So in our research, all the data that we have preclinically, we are using different models if we are speaking about spinal cord injury, we speak about a full transection spinal cord injury model, which you mainly cut the spinal cord injury completely and ask the question, can you rejoin the nerves and regenerate them and show functional recovery? And we did it in administration intranasally through the nose or through the CSF, the liquid, special liquid of the spinal cord injury. We have also model dealing with the optic nerve damage or optic nerve crash, taking the optic nerve, crush it, and try to see if we can restore vision. And also here, we could see efficacy in our XOP10. Other model is taking peripheral, semi-peripheral nerves. This is the facial nerves. This is done by a sponsored research that NurExone support at the Technion, at the Shulamit Levenberg lab. And also in this model, we show nice efficacy, restoring the function of the function nerves, of the facial nerves after the injury. So we have 3 different models, as I said, and this gives us the confidence that this drug has the potential to show an effect in human.
Okay, thank you for that. So how do you de-risk execution and financing, and what should investors watch over in the next 12 to 18 months?
Yeah. So first of all, we are a publicly traded company. So investment in our case is give the investor the opportunity to be liquidize the money and the investment quite fast. It's not that you invest in biotech and see the exit in few years. So you can be always on track with our share. That's first. Second, our system, our platform that we create during the development of the product de-risk significantly the investment. Why? Because first of all, our technology is patented with different levels. Is the administration, the use of this drug, how to produce exosomes is the second layer, how to load those exosomes is the third layers, and what to load into the exosomes is the fourth layers. So you have a platform that fully protect the product itself, and this is also make it very easy to use this platform in order to create new drugs. So taking naive exosomes and load them with another product, with another SINA. Third, we are de-risking the investment by the fact that we could secure our master cell bank last year, okay? And this provide us a batch-to-batch consistency. And this is one of the bottleneck of the industry. Since we are dealing with biology and those biological products are very hard to fully defined, we need to make sure and to show to the FDA that what we produce has a consistency, and the product will be that we get from our bioreactors are similar batch to batch. And when we have the master cell bank, and we can have with this master cell bank thousands of batches, okay, and this secure our product to be pure and also effective for many therapies and many products that we produce.
Lior, one final question, building on my first. What would you say are the key factors that truly differentiate NurExone as an early stage biotech company?
So I will focus on, as I said, the patents that we have, the platform that we have, the fact that we show functional recovery of our exosomes, the fact that we are very advanced in our regulatory path. We have orphan drug designation for acute spinal cord injury with our product, giving our benefits to proceed quite fast into the clinical development. The fact that we are publicly traded companies or investors, retail investors that would like to get exposed into biotech can do it and can also have less psychological fear when they invest in biotech. Those are the message that I wanted to say. That's not the therapeutic. Another thing that I wanted to mention is our subsidiary in the United States. The fact that we have Master Cell Bank and the Master Cell Bank is located in the US, and we have the subsidiary in the US to produce our drug substance, those naive exosomes that we will use for our therapy. This is a potential revenue stream for the company even before getting to the clinical stage. And this is a very unique value proposition for a biotech company, having the clinical development and route for a revenue generation in less than 12 months from now.
Okay, thank you very much. And I'll just pass it back to Tim.
Well, thanks, Lior. Great to see you again. And Robert, thanks for joining as well. And have a great afternoon, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe, as well as visiting www.watertowerresearch.com to stay up to speed on the company's small cap written research reports, podcasts, fireside chats, industry-specific symposiums, and conference schedules. We will see you next time for another edition of the WTR Healthcare Happenings podcast. Finally, a special thanks to the producer and editor of the podcast, Krista Fitzpatrick.